Your person just cancelled their Christmas plans, and the reason is, my beloved soul, please don't rush past this moment, and whatever you do, do not skip this message. Take a slow, deep breath and listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you, because this isn't just a random coincidence that you are hearing this right now. There is something gentle and incredibly meaningful unfolding in the background of your life, and it is meant to reach your heart at this exact second. I need you to stay with me until the very end, because something massive is waiting for you, and you don't want to miss the clarity that is coming. Right now, while everyone else is caught up in the noise of the season, your person has made a choice that might seem small on the outside but is actually huge on the inside. They just cancelled their Christmas plans. On the surface, it might look like a simple change of schedule or even something confusing, but underneath that decision is a powerful emotional wave that has been building up for a long time. You see, Christmas isn't just another day on the calendar. It is a time of deep tradition, family, and safety. People don't just walk away from those plans or break those promises without a very heavy reason. This choice they made wasn't something that happened overnight, and it definitely wasn't an impulsive move. It came after many long, silent nights where they lay awake replaying memories of you in their head. Every time they tried to push your name out of their thoughts, it just appeared again and again, more stubborn than before. They were supposed to be somewhere else right now, sitting with people who expected them to show up and wearing a smile they had already promised to give. But as the day got closer, something inside them started to feel incredibly heavy and totally incomplete. No matter how many distractions they threw at themselves, that feeling just wouldn't go away. And that feeling, my dear, was you. I want you to really think about the weight of that for a moment. They reached a point where pretending to be happy felt so much harder than just being honest with themselves. They finally realized that trying to celebrate without their emotional truth would just feel like a hollow performance. They knew that if they sat at a table full of people while their heart was actually across the room or across the city with you, it would feel more painful than being alone. They didn't cancel because they wanted to cause a scene or get attention. They did it because their heart simply refused to stay silent for one more minute. If you are feeling this connection, please take a second to subscribe to this channel so you don't lose this energy, and comment down below with, "I am ready to let the universe know you are listening." Your engagement helps this message reach the people who need it most, and it keeps us connected through this journey. This Christmas, your person realized they didn't want the decorations if they didn't have real meaning behind them. They didn't want the gifts if there was no genuine feeling attached to them. They found themselves listening to holiday songs and realizing the words felt empty because they didn't have that soul-level connection they once shared with you. What they really wanted wasn't a party or a routine. They wanted peace. They wanted total clarity, and more than anything, they wanted the one person who has been missing from their world. That person is you. Something huge is waiting for you as this story unfolds, so please stay present. Your person has been going through a very quiet but very intense inner shift lately. They have been looking back at all those old fears, the decisions they made in a hurry, and the chances they let slip through their fingers. They are asking themselves why, no matter how much time passes or how hard they try to move on, you are the one who still matters. They've tried to be the strong one and convince themselves that everything was finished and done for good. But we both know that the heart doesn't care about logic when love is the thing driving it. Their heart has been calling your name softly and patiently, and this cancellation is their way of finally listening to that voice. It is about them choosing honesty over the easy comfort of a routine. It is about them admitting that they are tired of faking a smile when they feel completely empty inside. They reached a breaking point where they couldn't go through the motions of a holiday while carrying these unresolved feelings for you. So they stopped. They paused everything. And that pause is more connected to your energy than you might even realize yet. They want to feel alive again, and they want to talk to you without any of those old filters or walls. They are holding on to so much that they've wanted to say but kept hidden. They want to look at where things went wrong and see if there is still a way to heal the parts that were broken. For them, this Christmas became the enough is enough moment. You might have even felt some strange emotions lately, maybe sudden memories or a heavy heart for no reason. And that's because their decision has already created an energetic shift that your soul recognized before your mind did. They aren't sitting alone in sadness, they are seeking alignment and truth. They are finally facing the things they've spent so much time avoiding, and deep down, they know that leaving you out of their life has been their biggest regret this year. They don't want the distance anymore, and they certainly don't want the silence. They want you, even if they aren't 100% sure yet how to reach out and say it. Please stay with me, because we are just scratching the surface of what is happening behind the scenes. Something massive is coming, and your patience right now carries so much power. My beloved soul, I need you to stay with me, because what unfolds next goes so much deeper than you might expect. Please don't skip a single word, because the truth I am about to share is the key to understanding the silence you've been feeling. You see, your person cancelling those plans was just the surface action, the part that the rest of the world sees. But beneath that one decision lies a massive storm of emotions that they have been hiding from everyone, including themselves, for a very long time. Something huge is waiting for you, and it starts with realizing that they have finally reached a point where their silence feels heavier than the truth. They have been doing their best to act normal in front of their friends and family, putting on a brave face so no one would ask questions. But inside, their heart has been completely restless. For them, the nights have been getting much longer, their sleep has been lighter, and the thoughts in their head have become so much louder. In those quiet moments when the rest of the world finally slows down, you appear in their mind again and again. They are constantly asking themselves why your memory still feels so alive after all this time, and why your energy still has the power to affect their entire mood. They've started to realize that even their happiest moments feel incomplete because you aren't there to share them. This holiday season has acted like a giant mirror, making everything so much clearer for them through reflection. If you feel this same pull right now, please take a moment to subscribe so we can stay on this path together, and comment "I feel the shift" to anchor this energy into your reality. Your person tried everything to make the feeling go away. They buried themselves in work, they made countless social plans, and they forced themselves to smile until their face ached. But none of it worked. Every single attempt they made to move forward without dealing with their feelings for you only made the emptiness in their chest grow louder. That is when they finally understood a very important truth. They weren't just missing a specific holiday moment, they were missing a specific person, and that person is you. They've been replaying how safe they used to feel when they were with you. They remember how naturally the conversations used to flow, and how even the quietest silence felt comfortable when you were by their side. They remember how you saw the parts of them that no one else ever noticed. Suddenly, the thought of celebrating a tradition like Christmas without that deep connection just felt completely wrong. Your person has also been carrying a huge amount of guilt. They are haunted by the things they said when they were angry, and the even more important things they left unsaid when they had the chance. They feel the weight of walking away too soon or staying quiet for way too long. As the holidays approached, these feelings rose to the surface, because this time of year has a way of putting the past into sharp focus. They are finally starting to see exactly where fear was controlling their actions and where their own ego blocked the communication you both needed. They recognize now that pride was the only thing stopping them from reaching out to you, but those barriers are finally starting to break down. They are not proud of how things ended between you, they are not at peace with the distance that has grown, and they can no longer pretend that you don't matter to them. Something huge is waiting for you because they are finally choosing emotional honesty over surface-level happiness. They are tired of celebrating a version of life that feels hollow while their heart remains unsettled. They want depth, they want real meaning, and they want the truth. And that truth keeps leading them straight back to you. You might have felt a strange pull recently, or maybe a memory of them popped into your head without any warning. I want you to know that is not random. Emotional connections work both ways, and when one heart starts to shift, the other often feels the ripple effect. Don't skip this realization, because your person is currently standing right between fear and courage. They are terrified of rejection, they are scared of reopening old wounds, and they are worried about hearing things they might not be ready for. But despite all that, their courage is slowly becoming the stronger force. They are finding the strength to speak honestly and the courage to take responsibility for their part in the story. They are learning that avoiding pain only makes the healing take longer, and this year they don't want another delay. They don't want another year to go by with unanswered questions or feelings that are stuck in limbo. They want clarity, they want peace, and they desperately want to know where they stand with you. They have spent so much time imagining different outcomes, some that make them feel hopeful and others that are quite scary. But there is one thing that stays the same in every single scenario. They feel lighter the second they imagine reaching out to you, and they feel much heavier when they imagine staying silent. That is why this specific moment matters so much. Your person is understanding that a real connection is incredibly rare. They know now that when you find something this special, you don't just replace it and you certainly don't forget it. They are realizing that holiday joy means nothing if their heart feels disconnected from what truly matters most. This doesn't mean all the mistakes from the past have just vanished, but it does mean that awareness has finally arrived, and that awareness is the very first step toward a real change. Your person is no longer running or hiding from what they feel. They are finally listening to their heart, and to the truth that has your name written all over it. As you move forward, I need you to stay grounded and stay calm. Stay open, but make sure you keep yourself protected. Not every reconnection needs to be rushed or forced. Some of the most beautiful things in life unfold very gently, step by step. This is a moment where your patience carries a lot of power. Something is being prepared behind the scenes, and everything is aligning quietly in your favor. Stay till the end, my beloved soul, because this is only the beginning of what is being revealed. My beloved soul, please stay with me and do not skip this, because something huge is waiting for you. What you don't see quite yet is the quiet, deep preparation that is happening inside your person right now. While the rest of the world thinks they simply changed their holiday plans, their inner world is actually going through a massive reset. They are finally starting to question the old beliefs and the fears they've held onto for so long, looking closely at the stories they told themselves just to survive the days without you. They are coming to the realization that time didn't actually erase what they felt for you, and the distance didn't make their heart any weaker. In fact, they've found that the silence between you has only made the truth of their feelings much louder and harder to ignore. For a long time, they tried to convince themselves that if they just waited long enough, this feeling would eventually fade away, but it did the exact opposite. It matured, and it deepened until it became something impossible to push aside. I want you to know that your person has been watching you from a distance, even if you've had no idea. They haven't always been there physically, but they have been there emotionally, wondering how you are doing and whether you are truly happy. They find themselves wondering if anyone else in your life truly understands you the way they once did. And every single time they imagine you smiling or being happy without them, something inside their chest tightens with a sharp, undeniable pain. If this is touching your heart, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel so we can keep this connection alive, and comment "I am open to the truth" below to claim this energy. Your support helps ensure these messages reach everyone who is waiting for a sign. Your person has been comparing every single new connection they make to what they felt when they were with you. And no matter how hard they try to find a spark elsewhere, nothing ever feels the same. Their conversations with others feel shallow, their laughter feels forced, and even when they are in a room full of people, they feel a sense of emptiness because you aren't there. This constant comparison has completely exhausted them because it is a daily reminder of exactly what they lost. This Christmas became the ultimate breaking point for them, because it's a time when every emotion is magnified. It's a season where memories return without being invited, and the heart starts asking the most honest questions. The biggest question they haven't been able to escape is why their heart keeps going back to you over and over again. They are not proud of the confusion they caused in the past, and they know deep down that they hurt you, even if it wasn't their intention. They are finally admitting to themselves that they walked away when things needed courage, not distance. That realization of their own lack of bravery has been a heavy weight for them to carry. Regret has been whispering to them in every quiet moment they have. They are starting to understand that love isn't about being perfect. It's about having the strength to show up and choose the connection even when it feels terrifying. They know they didn't fully show up for you before, and now something deep inside them wants to fix that mistake. They have been spending so much time imagining conversations with you, practicing exactly what they would say and wondering how you would react. They worry about whether you would be cold or distant, or if you would even want to listen to them at all. These thoughts are scary for them, but they also bring a sense of excitement because even that fear feels better than the numbness they've been living in. Your person is tired of feeling emotionally numb. They want to feel truly alive again, and they know the only place they ever felt that was with you. You might think they've forgotten you or that they moved on without a second thought, but the truth is they've been carrying you with them quietly and painfully. They are thinking about the timing of everything and wondering if they even deserve another chance from you. They are questioning if you could ever trust them again. These thoughts make them move slowly, but they aren't stopping them because the need to be honest is finally stronger than the fear of you saying no. Your person has reached an emotional maturity that they simply didn't have the last time you were together. They see things so much more clearly now and understand what actually matters. They are ready to talk to you, not argue, and they are ready to listen instead of just defending themselves. They are finally ready to take full responsibility for their actions. This change didn't come easily. It was born out of loneliness and a lot of deep reflection. You are hearing this right now because your heart is still connected to theirs in a way that words can't fully explain. Even if you tried your best to move on, a part of you still felt this connection because it never actually broke. It just went quiet for a while. Now, that energy is stirring again. As it builds, please be gentle with yourself and don't rush to any conclusions. Let this unfold at its own pace. Your person is learning how to approach you with real respect and honesty this time, rather than the mixed signals and fear they gave you before. This part of the journey is all about the preparation of the heart and mind. Stay with me, because what is coming next is not small and it is certainly not random. Something very meaningful is being prepared for you. My beloved soul, please stay here with me and Don. Let's skip a second of this because we have reached the part where everything finally starts to make sense. Something huge is waiting for you right now, and even if it feels quiet, something very powerful is happening behind the scenes. This is the stage where your person's emotions are finally shifting into a real solid intention. They aren't just feeling a vague pull anymore. They are beginning to understand exactly what those feelings are asking them to do. Their heart has stopped whispering and has started demanding total honesty. They have reached a moment of true inner clarity. They see now that avoiding you didn't actually bring them peace, it only delayed it. They've realized that the restlessness they feel isn't just about missing the past, it is about a deep desire to correct it. They are asking themselves the hard questions now, wondering why they walked away when they felt something so real and why they chose their own comfort over the courage they needed to stay. They've realized that assuming time would fix things was a mistake that only honesty can solve. Before we go any deeper, I want to ask you to subscribe to this channel so you can keep this energy close to you, and please comment, "I am stepping into my truth" below. Your person is starting to see you differently now, not just through memories, but through a deep appreciation for who you are. They recognize your patience, your depth, and your rare ability to love without pretending. They realize that what they had with you was rare, and they finally understand that not everyone connects at a soul level. They know that once you experience that kind of connection, everything else in the world feels surface level. This realization has truly humbled them, and they are no longer blaming the timing or the circumstances. They are finally taking responsibility for themselves. Even though they are afraid that you might have healed without them, or that you've closed the door to your heart, the desire to be real with you has become stronger than that fear. They have been imagining how to approach you differently this time, with honesty instead of confusion, and with calm instead of pressure. They don't want to repeat the old patterns or hurt you again. They want to be clear about their intentions and clear about what you truly mean to them. Something huge is waiting for you, and you might be seeing the signs already, like repeating thoughts or waves of emotion. These are signs of an energetic alignment that happens when two people connected at a deep level begin to shift at the same time. Your person is learning that real connection requires vulnerability. It requires saying what you feel, even when your voice shakes. They are preparing themselves emotionally to do exactly that. But hear this clearly, you are not required to rush anything. You are allowed to keep your boundaries, and you don't have to accept anything that doesn't feel right. This journey isn't about losing yourself, it's about seeing if something can be rebuilt in a much healthier way. Your person knows this, which is why they are being so careful and taking the time to prepare rather than acting on an impulse. They want to come to you whole and grounded, not fearful or unsure. They are learning that love is proven through consistency, respect, and actually being present. These are lessons they didn't fully understand before, but they do now. The energy between you is moving from regret into intention, and from silence into a real potential for communication. Everything is aligning step by step. Your person is beginning to feel the weight of truth more than the comfort of their distractions. They finally understand that no celebration or noise can fill the space created when you walked out of their daily life. They are remembering the smallest details, like how you listened and how you cared without asking for anything in return. These memories aren't painful anymore. They are awakening something inside them. They realize that with you, they didn't have to perform or pretend. They could just be. And now they see how rare that was. They see where they were immature and where they avoided responsibility. And while those realizations are uncomfortable, they know they are necessary for growth. Your person feels a strong urge to reach out, but they are holding back because they don't want to come to you empty-handed emotionally. They want to come correct, and they want to come clear. This is why the timing feels slow, but slow does not mean stagnant. It means they are being intentional. Meanwhile, you have been changing too. You have healed parts of yourself and learned your value. You've learned not to beg for what should be given freely, and your person senses this strength in you. Instead of pushing them away, your strength makes them respect you more. They are afraid that you may no longer feel the same, and this fear humbles them. They are learning that real love respects timing and honors boundaries. They are preparing themselves to accept whatever response you give, which shows a maturity and sincerity they didn't have before. You are not dealing with the same version of them anymore. As this unfolds, do not ignore your intuition or dismiss your feelings, but also do not assume outcomes. Let clarity come naturally. Your person is stepping out of emotional hiding and preparing to be seen and to speak their truth. Remember, you are not just waiting, you are living and growing. Anything that comes into your life now must meet you at your new level. Something meaningful is approaching. Stay aware, stay calm, and stay true to yourself. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved soul.